Are you like me and thinking about doing a bathroom remodel this year and planning to use some of the hottest tiles that you've seen all over Pinterest and Instagram? Well, today I'm spilling the tea on 3 influencer favorite bathroom tiles that you should avoid at all costs on your next bathroom renovation. My name's Carrie, a designer here at Penny Modern, and I am going to be showing you some of the influencer favorite, meaning people from Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and I'm going to tell you how these tiles are actually a nightmare when it comes to maintenance, repairs, and also just plain old regret. And the comment section could get pretty controversial here because these are very trendy tiles right now. And so I might get a lot of hate. These are my opinions and I'd love to hear from you. So let's get that comment section going once we get into the video. Oh, and make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to give you 3 designer approved tiles that are going to give your bathroom that beautiful, luxurious, and timeless look. First up, I wanted to talk about fluted tiles. We are seeing fluting everywhere in interior design. It is all over furniture, and people are doing fluted walls, and they're doing fluting in the kitchen and in the bathroom. I'm going to tell you why installing a fluted tile can become one of your biggest enemies that you will ever face when cleaning your bathroom. I had a friend who saw the fluted tile trend all over Instagram and TikTok, and she decided to put fluted tile in her shower. She paid quite a bit of money for these tiles. They were very specialty tiles. I think she even had to wait a couple months to get them in because they've been so popular. And then once she installed them and she's had them for a while, she uncovered some serious major drawbacks for these tiles. She told me that no matter how hard she cleaned, the in between the grooves was almost impossible, and it really got a ton of soap scum. It got like black mold in it, and it had the shampoo and conditioner would get stuck in there, and she felt like she had to clean it like basically with a toothbrush to get it clean, which is not great when you have it all over your shower and you like to have a clean bathroom every day. Contractors can also struggle with matching up the different fluting in a proper way, and so it can have some installation nightmares as well. I will say I do like how it looks, and I think it is a very unique and textured appearance. And in fact, I have fluted bath accessories. You probably can't see it, but there's this ribbing on here, and I love it. This is something, if it gets dirty and gross, I can just throw it away. If I tiled my whole shower with fluting, that's not something I can just throw away easily. If you want to add texture in terms of your wall treatments or your shower, I would definitely go with more of a actual smooth tile and maybe has some kind of subtle pattern on it, veining or something like that. Or the other way that you can add texture is having different types of tile in the same color, and that will give your bathroom more texture as well. Or you can use a smaller tile combined with a larger tile, all of the same material, and that's going to add a lot of visual interest as well. I would just keep the fluting definitely out of the shower and out of anywhere that's going to constantly get wet. You could maybe use it on your vanity, which also could get dirty with hairspray and hair and dust and dirt. But you also could do like I did and just get some accessories that have the fluting, or maybe you could get a tissue box with fluting or something like that. This next one is one of the biggest Instagram scams that I think has come around in a long time, and that is these handmade Zellige tiles. Zellige tiles have been around for a long time, and they've become uber popular all over the home, again, especially in the kitchen as well as in the bathroom. And these are these handmade tiles. Each one looks like a little bit different, and the edges are very uneven. But if you install these in the shower area, you could have some nightmares coming up. These tiles are handmade and they are very beautiful, but because they are uneven and not perfectly smooth, there's just a lot of ridges that bacteria and soap scum and mold can all hide in, and they make it very difficult to clean. And when you have a shower, you definitely want it to be clean. I think grout is hard enough to clean, and then if you have this uneven surface that you're trying to scrub, you probably have to be very careful about what cleaners you use because they are handmade tiles. That is another disadvantage of them. You probably have to use something really gentle. You probably don't want to use bleach or anything. So how are you supposed to keep these clean when you put them in your bathroom? And I'm not alone here. Tile Magazine in their 2024 trend report reported that Zellige tile actually had one of the highest return rates of any bathroom tiles, where consumers were unhappy with it, or maybe their contractor warned them against it. Whenever they brought it home to do the install, there were some issues, maybe because they're all so different, maybe because they chip easily. But that report also indicated that these maybe aren't the best tiles to use in a bathroom application. I have seen some mass-produced Zellige tiles or Zellige look Zellige tiles that are more uniform but have a wavy look to them. They're actually porcelain or ceramic, and they're probably going to be much more durable than a truly handmade Zellige tile. And so that could be an option if you really have to have that look. But again, that is going to have this very wavy, uneven surface that could be hard to clean. So you might be better off just going with a traditional ceramic or glazed tile that has a smooth edge and get that textured look in other ways, such as using something that is mimicking a natural stone or using variations of different tiles in your bathroom. What do you think about Zellige tiles? Do they belong in the bathroom, or should they just stay in the kitchen, or do you not even want them in your home? Let me know down in the comments below. Doing your own bathroom renovation, I've got a great free resource for you. It's my bathroom budget worksheet, and this has pretty much any line item that you might need to spend money on in your bathroom, and that way you can figure out how much your project's gonna cost. Download your copy for free today at pennymodern.com/freebies, and the link is down in the description. So unless you've been hiding under a rock, you know that one of the biggest interior design trends is all about bringing the nature inside the home. And one way that people are doing that is by using actual stones. And so a lot of people love having these pebble shower pans or pebble floors on their showers because they're really great in terms of anti-slip, but there are some drawbacks to using those pebble or stone floors on your shower. You might think having these pebbles or stones in your bathroom install is going to make it feel like a spa and be very nature inspired, but there are some drawbacks. I do know someone that installed the pebbles on their shower floor, and she ended up having quite a bit of a nightmare. It was very expensive to install, and then also what happened was after she had it for a while, she noticed that the bathroom floor wasn't really draining properly, and so there was a lot of soap scum buildup and mildew and a little bit of mold, and it was super hard to clean. And then obviously all her like shampoo and conditioner would get stuck in between the rocks, and she had to really get in there again, almost with a toothbrush and a really stiff bristled brush to get everything clean. It would turn into a cleaning nightmare. And due to the shape of some of these stones, they're all different, right? And so if you don't have an expert installer install this in your bathroom, what can happen is there's not the proper channels that the water needs in order to drain properly. And so you have a lot of standing water that stays in the bottom of your shower pan. And I don't know if you know this, but pebble tiles actually need 2.5 times more grout than normal floors. If you think about what is one of the places that you get tons of mold and mildew in your bathroom, and that's in the grout. Here you are with something that doesn't drain properly, and it has all this grout in it, which can turn colors, and it can crack, and it can get all dark and mildewy. It seems to me like a recipe for disaster. There are a variety of alternatives that you can use for that shower floor. It definitely is recommended to use a smaller tile instead of a glossy, large format tile where you're gonna slip and fall. So you definitely wanna use a smaller tile, but again, get something smooth and that has normal grout, not something that has these pebbles and irregular shapes in it. Now it's time to go over those 3 tiles that are designer approved, and they're going to help give you that timeless look to your bathroom. But first, if you love affordable modern home decor and you want to get more design trends and tips, hit subscribe. Okay, now we're going to talk about those 3 designer approved tiles for a timeless bathroom. The first one is actually natural stone. According to Cosentino, travertine is a tile that can definitely be a timeless choice for interior designers as well as architects because it continues to bring a lot of warmth and sophistication to pretty much any room that you put it in. Now, this bathroom does have travertine tile, and I would say it is a little dated looking, but I am planning on actually trying to lighten it up and doing kind of a whitewash on it. Today's travertine is a little bit lighter travertine that is a little bit less busy looking, but still using travertine is something that's been around for many years, and using any material that's been around for thousands of years or hundreds of years is going to be a safe bet to help give you that timeless vibe to your bathroom. Using natural stone helps give a lot of texture to your space. It helps give a lot of warmth, and it gives that organic and natural feeling to your bathroom. The other natural stone that's definitely been used for centuries is marble. I would caution though on marble that certain marbles can become a nightmare to use in the shower, and they can definitely get stained. But I think marble is a great choice to use as a backsplash. You might just want to avoid using it in the shower, but you could use a ceramic that looks like marble. You might not want to get the cheapest one available, but a more high-end one that has a lot of different patterns. And you could use a marble or a porcelain that gives you the marble effect, but it doesn't have all the maintenance issues that real marble can have when you put it in the shower. And if you think about it, both travertine as well as marble have been around for centuries, and they've been used in everything from homes to the Colosseum to ancient Roman temples. This material has been around forever, and it's stood the test of time. So it's definitely going to be a safe bet for something for you to use in your bathroom. So this next one is definitely a tile that you can use in your shower, on your shower walls. And that would be a large format ceramic or porcelain tile. I definitely think having something in neutral colors, so white, off-whites, beige, maybe a warm gray, even a charcoal, but any kind of neutral color. The large format means you're gonna have way less grout, so it's gonna be easier to clean, which is very important to me. I don't know about you. And then you can choose solid color, or again, you could have some kind of a faux marble or travertine, something with some veining in it to mimic natural stone. But you do want to try to get a higher end one that has a lot of different patterns in it, because if you have the cheaper fake marble tiles that only have a few patterns, it can end up making your bathroom look really cheap. With real natural stone, every single tile is a little bit different, and that's why you want to get a pattern that has a ton of different patterns to choose from, so it looks more like real stone. And the next timeless tile choice is definitely going to be a subway tile. And subway tiles were made popular in the New York subway system over 100 years ago. And really, I'm talking about any kind of a rectangular shaped tile. Those are going to be amazing choices because you can get them in different materials. You can get them in a travertine or a marble, and you can also lay them in a variety of patterns, and you can do them stacked, you can do them chevron, you can do them offset. There's so many cool ways to do the different tile patterns when you choose a rectangular tile. You also can get something that's got a texture to it, or you can get just a smooth, solid color. There's so many varieties. I would go with neutrals, or maybe something that's a natural stone or mimics natural stone, and that's gonna be a great timeless choice. So now that you know the 3 bathroom tiles that you should definitely avoid in your bathroom remodel, you gotta watch this next video, which is all about the bathroom upgrades that people regret the most, and I'll see you in that next video.